Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, do you hear my computer just going crazy again?
It's going cray.
It's going cray. I'm Spencer.
JD.
This is the Itch Network podcast number 69. That's disgusting.
Oh, we're wearing thongs.
That's gross.
Yeah. We got some pretty hardcore thongage going on right now.
Yep.
And after the show, we're going to take each other. So let's get
Sexually?
started. Yeah.
Okay. You know,
Yeah.
whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm down. I'm down to play.
I'll go down. Anyway.
So this is the podcast where we just talk about things that happened in gaming this week, usually in a very light way.
Yeah. We don't like to be too over the top about it.
Because really, video game news, who cares that much? Some people do, apparently.
But watch the podcast.
Well,
Pay attention to this, please.
before we get started, happy birthday to Mallory. Her wonderful, wonderful husband wanted us to give a big shout out, so happy birthday, Mallory.
Yes.
Judging by your height, you probably turned 11? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not going to say anything because I don't work with her.
Yeah. We all love you, Mallory. Happy birthday. Hopefully it's full of drinks and fun and parties.
And no hangovers.
And stepping stools. So, the next part of the show, we just talk about a game that we played.
Spencer, what you been playing?
Dishonored 2.
Word?
Word!
What's that like?
Dishonored 2 is obviously the sequel to Dishonored.
Oh, blew my mind. What else?
I bet you didn't know that.
Nope, I had no idea.
You actually played Dishonored.
Yes, I actually beat it.
I did not get very far.
I did the no-kill run. Took a while.
Yeah, in playing this one, I'm not sure. I don't think I could do it. Well, I mean, obviously I could do it if I wanted to take like 100 hours to beat it, but
Yeah. Oh,
it's tricky to do a no-kill run in this game.
Yeah, I
It's
think
tricky.
it's probably better to play the game however you want the first time through, than the second time do a no-kill because you have a better familiarity on not only the mechanics but some of the stages. So.
I feel like every game I can play stealth and I do it because stealth is so much fun. Like Tomb Raider, when they let me go stealth through that one, like I love the stealth mechanics in Tomb Raider.
Yeah,
I like it when there's like physical mechanics, and this game has a level of mechanics. I think it's going to get more so once I get more abilities. It's going to let me like entangle myself in it a little more.
Let's
deeper.
hope they're not just reliant more on killing people, because that was the problem with the first one. The coolest abilities killed people.
Well, really? So
Yeah.
the stealth ability were kind of pushed aside, and it's like
You had warp. You had like two others. One was time stop, warp, and then there was another one that was really important, and that was it. So, yeah.
well, that's cool. So yeah, that's what I've been playing.
Oh man, I've been playing Watch Dogs. Thanks for asking, Spencer. Watch Dogs 2, the sequel to Watch Dogs.
What have you been playing?
Lag. But Watch Dogs 2 is the sequel to Watch Dogs, obviously. You play as... I forget his name already. You play as a troubled youth in San Francisco. My roommate, who was born in Colorado and was stationed in essentially San Francisco, swears up and down, I've been there. Every time we're playing, it's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that place is really cool. Oh, dude, we should go sometime.
They got a really good fishing shop
Yeah,
there.
I'm just like, so yeah, there's that. Game's pretty fun. Review, unfortunately, not this week. It'll be next week.
Same here.
There's a lot of stuff a lot of moving parts that's going on, not just with the game, but with the show, stuff like that. We're still changes upon us.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, so I mean, we're looking to change up the format. If you guys like looking at us directly like that, that's something that we're looking into. One thing that I kind of did want to talk to you about was just more about if you're considering kicking out Sean from the show, because I just don't like that guy. There's a big problem I have with him because
Oh,
he's
is
just...
somebody behind me?
I think he's about to RKO you.
Somebody sneaking up behind me right now?
He looks like he's getting ready to squat, but no, he's going to grab your neck.
Let's move forward. Prepare for disastrous noises.
Yeah. Apologies in advance.
Oh god.
Oh God! Oh God! So we're scooching forward.
Go ahead and sit behind us.
Yeah. We're doing the Triforce formation here.
Move that thing.
See that? Yeah. Change is already happening, guys.
Yeah.
It's just like... It's like I called it or something.
Oh, what do you want to talk to me about?
Huh? Oh, it was just more about how you wanted to... Or, like, more about the streaming stuff, because obviously you do stream League a lot.
Yeah.
And I was thinking maybe we should try adding other streams onto it.
Yeah. We should absolutely do that.
Because I'm not saying League is boring, but I'm saying... No, I'm not.
Did you ever get that footage from when we were playing the other day?
Yeah, I have it.
Is that up?
No. I have to make something out of it. Hey, you want to edit it?
What is this?
You want to edit it?
Amateur hour? What's this bullshit?
I'm kind of dealing with some stuff right now.
Sean, what are you
editing the League of Legends footage is not the top of the priority.
Only one game.
Nothing.
Are you playing Smash Bros. 4 on the Wii U?
I did hook it back up, but I gotta get a controller connected to it.
Oh, okay.
You've been playing life?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
I've been really wanting to get Xenoverse, but
yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I've seen Xenoverse a couple times.
Not impressive?
Not to me, dude. And it's, again, this is no offense to Eric, but the first time we reviewed Xenoverse, he was like, yeah, it's a great fighter. I was like, that is not even a fighter. I'm like, that is not even remotely a fighter.
It's kind of a button masher.
Yeah, it's more of a button masher. But, I mean, you still get...
That's a fighter like God Hand is an action game, you know? It's just like...
No one cares.
You can drown in your toilet for all I care.
But
anyway...
single person.
So, first order of business.
What?
Ubisoft, Sony, and one player's vagina picture.
That was a what?
So, Watch Dogs 2 is a little bit more, I would say, on the mature end than the first one. There's literally a nudist colony in the game. And so the game revolves around your phone a lot. You can take selfies with people. That's probably the best thing about that game. Is that if I pause to take a selfie, other people will be like, hey! And
they try to photobomb?
There's an achievement for being photobombed.
That's kind of cool.
So people jump in the back, hey! And they'll pose with you. And you can like take pictures just randomly.
You're like, I'm a murderous hacker.
Yeah. To my AK! So this girl...
That's the one thing I heard. Can I just say that? Is the main character's like super friendly and super funny or something.
Yeah.
And everyone's like weirded out that he kills so many people.
Well, that's Uncharted. Yeah. Well, a lot of people said that about Uncharted because he is.
I think people think too much about things. Do you agree?
I mean, it works and it doesn't because then we'll get to that.
Okay. Anyway,
let's hold on to that one. But so this guy, and I don't know if it was the exact picture I saw, but apparently someone had a really detailed vagina. Took a picture of it, shared it on PSN. Sony bans him because they go, hey, that's adult stuff. But the real question is, whose fault is it in the first place?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Ubisoft puts it in the game, people are going to share it.
Right.
It's like the same thing with The Witcher. You know, there's plenty of times you're beating guts with all kinds of different witches or, you know, species, whatever. He'll fuck anything. But
will he?
But the thing,
real Willy or won't he?
I couldn't fuck anything in that game.
But the thing is though is
if
you screenshot that,
yeah,
and then you put that on PSN, whose fault is it? You do have the screenshot feature, however, they did put that into the game.
Mm-hmm.
So is there some sort of, in my experience, at least it's easier with cutscenes. You can prevent certain sharing options, so you can prevent screenshots in a cutscene, and that's mainly when everyone's naked in The Witcher. But in the case of Watch Dogs, the nudist colony, if they I don't know if you can map it to a geographical location in the game to kind of cut that off or whatever, you know? Or in the case of like looking up skirts, does it have to be that realistic? There was one time Matt and I were playing, and this chick with like a huge ass was like just walking down the street. I was like, Matt, look at her huge ass. He docks her in the back of the head, and he's like, dude, look, you can see her fucking dress. And I was like, who cares? Because I don't need that. You know what I mean? Like, it's in the game. It's in the game.
You're beyond it.
Well, that sounds, like really like high and mighty. But.
Well, I remember in Smash Bros. Melee, I used to play as Peach, and occasionally, like, if you got her like up in the air, you could like tilt the camera underneath her skirt, and she had a penis too. Yeah, a big one.
Yeah. A big, not like a small dick.
No, it was sizable.
I heard she had a small dick.
Yeah, man. so all that stuff in there kind of begs the question: who's really at fault for it?
Mm-hmm.
And I tend to look at the instigator in this regard. Ubisoft didn't have to have something like that in the game. It doesn't detract from it if it's not in the game.
I think because shouldn't they put like discretion or something for a game that's rated M for mature or something?
Yeah.
And just put it behind that and say, if you want to look at this picture, it's
like a filter?
It's from a mature game.
Yeah.
And then
like
you
that.
can, because it's kind of bullshit to censor something like to that degree, to censor it when it's part of the game.
Yeah. So what's the point of even putting it
And
in
is
the
it
first place?
like what? It's such a funny thing. Like that's how America is, and that's how the media is a lot right now. Yes, I know I'm great, Eric, but
He said great hair.
yeah, maroon is a great color on you, JD. That's what he says. Anyway, so that's kind of the thing with the media is that we freak out about a vagina.
Yeah.
Literally half of the people in this world have a vagina. But they'll let us show a million different pictures and videos of some guy hacking a body in half. Like we just played Dishonored.
Oh, dude, you cut that dude straight in half.
Literally cut a dude in half.
Yeah.
Ripped the dude's head off, like flinging it off the body.
Goodbye.
But if I show a vagina,
There'd be no problem with doing that. Just putting that, like the headless body on
Yeah, yeah.
PSN.
that's
What
okay.
if the headless horseman that killed you? You got that
It is
shit
fucking
like right in
stupid.
front of you.
So I mean,
It's a double standard.
It's such a huge, embarrassing
Yeah.
double standard that we have. It doesn't make any sense.
No, you're right. And the thing about that is, if I remember correctly, PlayStation was upset because they said it interfered with their terms of terms of service, or what was it?
They got a no vagina clause.
Well, they're like, it's mature. Well, I
Or
couldn't.
have the game.
I couldn't have a single screenshot of Mortal Kombat then.
Right.
I couldn't because that's violence against women. It is, decapitation. That is freaking people getting phlebotomized. Like, it's crazy. It's ridiculous. But sure, the minute there's a vagina showing up, and if it's the picture that I think it is, you couldn't even see a vagina.
Eric says, well, those things are scary. Have you ever seen one up close? We all saw Return of the Jedi.
They've got teeth.
Yeah. Got little
Yeah.
tentacles coming out of it.
And if she's mad at
It ain't Boba Fett. We all saw it.
That's what
if she's mad, yeah.
Yeah, it's scary,
If
dude.
she's mad at you, it clamps down, and then you can't leave her alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's called marriage.
And then she wraps her legs around you, and she's like, "Impregnate me," and then it gets worse, and then
Yeah.
and child support.
Oh, I'm into that.
So anyway, but the thing that's kind of been weird is that there's actually people that are kind of taking the side of like they're against that guy. They go like, "You shouldn't have taken that picture," and that's kind of the weird thing is if you have a game that promotes freedom.
Well, in a country that promotes freedom of speech.
In a country that promotes freedom.
Let's get that out of the way.
You kind of have, and in this game in particular, they're like rising up against the man. I'm
yeah.
gonna be who I'm gonna be, and then now we have censorship.
No censorship on that game.
And then, so like, I don't know what the action would have to be because he was banned for a month.
That's so stupid.
It's pretty dumb. What
Yes, 'tis.
the right course of action here?
How dare you take a picture of the game that you bought?
I would think the right course of action would be Ubisoft to apologize and Ubisoft to talk with PlayStation and be like, hey, can we get him unbanned? It's in our game. I don't know, we'll update and put some filters on there, something like that. Or maybe PSN looking to do a filter.
It's not the same censorship, but in a way it's kind of similar, is that when I played Battlefront, and I was getting footage for that game, every time I would upload any footage, well, I uploaded like 3 different videos of that game, just so I could get footage, and it banned all of them. Because I had a Star Wars theme in it. Like, the music was Star Wars.
Oh, man.
And Star Wars Battlefront.
Interesting.
Like,
Yeah.
it's a really... Their whole system of ownership and of censorship is so bizarre.
Right.
And so counterintuitive to, like, a streaming nature.
You pretty much have to treat it as case by case. Don't expect it to be fair.
Yeah.
It's never going to work out in your favor.
Right, exactly. That's
And
how
if they're
censorship
wrong, you're wrong. Because in this case, I don't think that guy's wrong.
is. No, absolutely
He
not.
took the picture. Fine. He posted it to be like, look how fucking stupid this is. And then
Yeah,
he
the
gets
game's
it.
rated M for mature, so there's going to be mature themes in it.
Yeah. Come on,
I'm sure.
ESRB.
Yeah. What's the point?
Yeah.
So, that's really stupid.
It's a little awkward. And then when you're kind of looking at what the proper course of action is, I don't think that was the right course at all. And I think PSN needs to go back. I honestly think they fucked up really bad. That's stupid of Sony to be like, oh no, let's ban him. No. Like, you guys allowed this game. Why?
I understand it.
Understand.
That they don't like vaginas?
No. I mean, I legitimately understand it from like a business standpoint. Like, if you're Sony, you have games that are rated E, you have games that are rated M.
Mm-hmm.
If someone is taking mature content, putting it on their PSN, whatever the fuck it's called, profile picture.
Yeah.
Well, they can't put it on a profile picture.
Or sharing it.
Yeah, sharing it, yeah.
If you're sharing this mature content over a PlayStation Network that is supposed to be safe for all users, including E-only users, you, as a company, have to act.
But why don't you set up like a mature filter?
It's just not in place now. I mean, yeah, sure, why don't you do that? Right, but
I just wish they wouldn't punish the player.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. Yeah,
they have to.
They have to do something, right?
Well,
If they don't want it on there, then they shouldn't let Ubisoft put it on there.
They shouldn't let Ubisoft put it on there. It's being vetted.
It's not in place.
Yeah.
Again, it'd be great if they had a filter. It'd be great if they didn't let them put it on there. It'd be great if like they had more control of their network. They don't.
That's true.
This is.
It makes sense.
This is literally.
PSN banned it.
This is literally equivalent to the creation of the ESRB. Mortal Kombat comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Parents are up in arms. What the hell? This game is super violent. Okay, ESRB is created to handle that. In this particular case, now NetherRealm Studios, did they get in trouble for that? Necessarily? Not really.
Mm-mm.
They just censored it for Super Nintendo, and that's why it didn't sell well on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
One of the few games ported over that sold leaps and bounds better on Sega than it did on Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Just because gore. And
pretty much. And that's the whole point of the game.
Right.
Especially back then.
And granted, in this game, the whole point isn't just to look at people's vaginas, but if you have an entire area that is just straight... Like, I was dumbfounded when I got there. I was like, are those pasties? No, that's literal fucking... That's nipples.
Yeah,
these people are naked. And it's an area... So in the game, you go to certain areas and you take selfies, and that's like... Followers is how you level up.
Yeah.
Which is a cool feature. So...
Oh, by the way, wholesome image on Sony's part. What? Everybody remember the first fucking stage in God of War?
Oh.
A threesome with, like, two naked...
In God of War? In the first God of War?
Yeah.
Well, you don't really see it, but yeah.
No, they were legit naked, if I remember.
No, they're naked. You just don't see them fucking. It's the...
Well, you don't see
and you do the
you
fucking...
see the tits.
Yeah, you see the tits. I mean, by God of War 3, they had a foursome, I think, at one point. No, you're having sex.
There was fucking that you never saw. Fucking.
Yeah, you never really saw it, but it was there. I mean, look at Dante's Inferno. That one was pretty bad too. You got a girl who's shooting out babies from her nipples.
Oh shit!
Dead serious. And the devil, his dick was just hanging out.
Is he well endowed?
I guess. I honestly, I rented that game from the Blockbuster Game Pass that I had way back when.
Yeah.
I didn't even get past the second level before going, this game is fucking boring.
Was it bad?
I had no fun with it.
I heard it wasn't very good.
Like, was it bad? Is there a sequel?
That's how you measure a game's quality now.
Where's the sequel?
Yeah.
Disarmed was amazing.
Clearly, there's a 2.
But because there's nothing in place, I get it. I also don't understand why banning for a month is when someone finds a loophole in your shit, that banning for a month is considered acceptable.
Why don't they just remove the picture and then
remove the picture?
Like send them an email or something.
Send an email.
It's like, hey, by the way, don't put that shit up there.
Yeah, don't put that on there or whatever the case is.
Or
I guess you could do a day ban.
Sean's kind of right though. Like in that they don't have a system in place.
They don't.
So they're just like, we got to do something.
Shit.
Let's just do it. That makes
They're
sense.
trying to do a PR route and being like, we punished them.
Right. It's like
doesn't mean it's right.
Yeah.
You know. So there's that.
Okay. Also, we have some delays to talk about.
Oh, let's get to
those. You know what delays mean? The game's going to be bad when it comes out.
Oh, shit. Didn't you know? Reshoots and
recodes?
Yeah,
when you have to do that, it means the game's going to suck.
Yeah, man. Didn't you know?
Like Uncharted 4, remember how much they delayed that game?
Yeah.
Worst game of all time.
That game got a 4 out of 10, didn't you know?
Absolutely. Don't you know?
Awful.
Don't you know? Zelda Heart of the Wild got pushed back. Do you know when it got pushed back?
Is it Breath of the Wild?
Breath of the Wild, sorry.
I don't even have a Nintendo console, and I know this. I don't have a single Nintendo console anymore.
Please don't. Yeah, it got pushed back, I think, to May. Am I right?
I don't know when, but to be perfectly honest with you, so long the main issue with Zelda being pushed back is just working on not the NX. What is it called again?
Switch.
The Switch. If it works on the Switch, fuck it. Who cares?
Yeah, I think that's the only problem with it getting pushed back is that it was supposed to be a launch title for the Switch.
Yeah, would have been
And-
neat, but
It means to me though that it's not going to be packaged with it. You know what I'm saying?
they might do a bundle later.
Later.
That'll probably be when.
But I gotta get it when
pick
it launches.
Yeah, you get it when it launches. I'll pick it up after. As long as someone's covering the base, that's all that matters. And I think there's going to be more multiplayer aspects, so we might have more than one console where you and I can actually play something on.
Oh,
so that'd
cool.
be good.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And also, Persona 5 got pushed back, which I don't give a shit about. It's gonna be fun.
Oh, I
The
thought
game
you
looks
don't
great.
care about the game.
No, no.
That's how it comes off when you say
The
it like
game,
that.
the game looks amazing. It looks like it's a lot of fun, but it did get pushed back. So I think that one's definitely the May, which is unfortunate, but it's gonna be fine. So who cares? There's tons. That's what I was talking to you earlier about. Like, there are literally tons of great games to play.
Mm-hmm.
You can find something. What is coming out in February? I think it's or might even be early March. Is Horizon Zero Dawn?
Horizon Zero Dawn. Is that the one with the girl?
Yeah, with the bow and arrow.
Gorilla Games.
Yeah, that game just still looks.
I mean,
And Eric has the new PS4 Pro,
yeah.
so his is gonna look like. I hope he gets it. I mean, I know it's not his style. I was talking to Eric the other day. He narrowed down his style for me in video games. He doesn't like third-person games, and he doesn't like first-person games. So if you have a game that's not one of those,
It needs to be second or fourth.
yeah,
You understand, of course,
Fourth-person
yes.
game.
That'd
Yeah.
be something interesting. Okay, so as far as other delays, these are a couple of games that have been delayed but are still coming out. Right
Okay.
around the corner is Final Fantasy 15. Right? Outside of the 10-year essential delay.
Yeah.
Right when the game was supposed to come out in, August? Right? I was hyped. I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, no, it's coming out in November. Who cares?
yeah.
If it's going to come out a little bit later, it's going to come out a little bit later. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
The game's going to drop, and it's still going to be decent. In my opinion. We'll
Mhm.
see.
Yeah.
What's it called dropped? Last Guardian. The extensive delays, and then finally they had a release date for my birthday.
Yeah.
And then it got
I
pushed
love
back.
it. I love it when people got mad about it being pushed back to December. It's like, by the way, this game's been in production for like 10 years.
And you're like, who fucking cares?
Like, it's like a 10 years to make this game, and people are like, it got pushed back 2 months. This is bullshit.
Yeah. It's like, that's not really a big deal. Mass Effect Andromeda is another one. It was supposed to come out this year, got pushed back to next year.
What's up, completionist?
And that one's not even a big deal. I actually think Andromeda is going to be pretty decent based on how they're wording it and how they're saying how it's
I
gonna go.
wish I could have gotten into Mass Effect.
Well, you did.
It's never too late.
No,
Did
I
you play
never.
any of them?
I played the first one. Like, I could never. I've tried 3 different times to get past the first mission, and I
Force it.
hated it.
Force you.
Terrible.
I hated
What
that
are you
game.
doing?
We'll force you to play it.
I really should watch somebody just play
The
it.
Fractured
To play
Butthole?
it.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, got pushed back.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
To
it was
what?
supposed to come
When?
out on the 6th of December. Got pushed out to 2017.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, I mean, Alliance
I
Teams, there's
still-
nothing you can do about it.
I still need to do a let's play of Stick of Truth.
Right.
That game is so funny.
It's genius.
I should be doing that. I should be doing a let's play of that game. It is so good.
Oh.
And it would just be so funny.
Bloodstain. It's the Castlevania
I'm not familiar.
successor game. It was made by the same guy who created the original Castlevania Symphony of the Night. What's his name? Koji Igarashi? Igarashi. I'm sorry.
Ikaruga?
Yeah. He that game was supposed to come out in March of 2017. Got
Yeah.
pushed back to 2018. I don't care. I'm not particularly dying for a Castlevania game. Castlevania is a great series,
Yeah.
but there's plenty of other games that I can do without it.
Yeah.
I've just accepted that Sean will just one day hate something.
I
I'll ask him
like
3 weeks later, and he might like it.
it's one of my biggest shames. I've never played Symphony of the Night.
Symphony of the Night's one of the games that's
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
slated to play that one.
we're slated. Yeah,
I would
slated,
love-
That sounds official.
It does. I would love to play Symphony of the Night, or watch somebody play it, because I think that's where it's got to be at this point. But
Right.
I played some of the DS ones that are also side scrolling,
Yeah,
and they're really good.
yeah. Order of Ecclesia is outside the art, solid game. That's probably It's my second favorite. My favorite is Symphony of the
I
Night.
played Dawn of Sorrows.
Dawn of
Is that-
Sorrow. I don't know.
But it was fun. The concept is there.
Aria of Sorrow. Aria of Sorrow is the same thing. They just don't have the anime like look. It's the actual artist looking design. It looks, and the story behind it is so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I like that one better. That's just me.
But that was the only one I really played, so... but I wanted to do that.
But the point we're trying to get at here is when it comes to delays, a lot of people freak out and they go, oh, it's not coming out at this time. One, it's going to suck. Or two, it's not coming out when I want it to.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is life is going to go on. Like,
Is it?
How could this happen to me?
yeah, if the
You
game
made your mistakes?
Yeah.
is going, hey, I'm just going to drop.
Nowhere to run.
So what?
Life goes on.
If the game's going to drop or whatever, and you play it, it's the same shit's going to happen. You're still going to go, okay, all right, cool. The game's happening. Just like if you go, oh, the game didn't drop. Oh, life still goes on. People that flip out so much about that,
Yeah.
it's like you said earlier, it's people actually panic. People legitimately go, oh, it's not fucking right. And we mentioned Uncharted, delayed. Still came out. Fucking solid
Yeah.
experience. What's another game that got delayed that was still good?
Every game that was good.
There's a lot. And you know the other funny thing?
Twilight Princess was really good. That game got delayed like crazy.
Games get delayed. They don't always tell you.
Yeah.
They miss a milestone. That's not going on the fucking news. They just go, oh, well, I guess either we try and catch up and we work 90 hours a week, or, you know,
Yeah.
suck it the fuck up.
I'm pretty depressed about Breath of the Wild.
Really?
I really want to play that game.
We'll get to
Well, good news, Sean. It's still on the way.
It's not even gonna
It's canceled completely. Nintendo's taking their ball and going home.
They're going out of business.
I'm done with this. Yeah, that's not how game.
Eric wants a Pokemon Go expansion.
Is there?
They are adding some new Pokemon to it. I saw.
Is
Yeah,
there?
they're adding the gold ones. I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is Eric playing Sun and Moon?
Eric, you playing Sun and Moon? I still haven't gotten it yet.
From what I hear,
I'm trying to beat this
That's
first.
pretty good.
You guys hear about the hacking?
No.
The Nintendo DS banning?
We're banning entire consoles.
It's amazing that I actually know some news that you guys don't know for once. It's like the apocalypse. The old writer. Well, there was a Pokemon Sun and Moon version released online, a pirated version released online. So a bunch of people got it, started playing it, and the great part is you can play online from the pirated version.
Really?
And there was none the wiser up until like recently, until Nintendo started finding these people using the pirated copy and banning them. But they also banned them from the e-store for the DS, so they can't do anything on their DS anymore.
Wow.
And people are complaining, but it's mainly pirated copy people that are complaining, so no one cares.
Right. That is too funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I didn't know. I know you could do that with the Xbox 360 games. I used to do that.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I
you remember?
when you used to pirate them on your hacked Xbox.
Yeah, that I couldn't play online with.
Yep.
And then I gave it to somebody, and I'm sure they're making great use of it.
You could technically play online and just run the risk of them finding out.
Yeah. But that's really that's interesting. Good on Nintendo for finding it.
I want a link. I'd like to play Sun and Moon too.
It's not out yet?
It is.
It is out.
It just came out Friday. He doesn't have a 3DS.
Oh.
They're just playing it online or on the PC.
No, I mean they're. I mean I think they're playing it on like
Oh, they put it on the SD card.
some sort of SD card. Yeah.
That makes sense.
You guys know they're doing another. They're doing Facebook plays Pokemon.
Facebook or Twitch?
What?
No, Facebook now.
What the fuck is that?
It's the same thing as Twitch plays Pokemon, but they're doing it with Facebook now, to where likes and all the different emotes do different.
Oh God.
Yeah. I don't care. I'm like, hey, go for it. But the funny thing is, people are like, oh, this is so crazy. I'm like, where were you like fucking months ago when they did this? They actually beat this, when they did Dark Souls play or Twitch plays Dark Souls. Big fucking deal. Where were you then? No, Facebook plays.
It embarrasses me. Did they beat Dark Souls?
Huh? Yeah, there was a reason. I forgot the specific thing, but essentially it like paused, and then you made a movement, and then it would like.
Oh,
remember.
okay. So it was almost like a turn-based Twitch game.
I don't remember. I'd have to look at what happened to it because the problem they were running into, like it needed confirmation.
Yeah.
Is what happened is like
Did people vote or something?
Sort of, yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
if enough votes to do an action comes in, then they'll do it because people would go into the inventory, drop or trash items, like
my God.
trolls. Yeah.
Sort of unrelated, but remember we were talking about doing a Life is Strange thing?
Mm-hmm.
We need to do, if we get the full, like, a lot of time, we need to do a Until Dawn Let's Play.
Mm.
I can't believe we never thought of that.
That's like a.
So that's only 5 hours.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We could do it. That's what I said, man. I said we'd have to take a week off to cover all these games that we got to run through.
Yeah.
We got Dragon's Crown. We got Until Dawn. We got Life is Strange.
What's up, Matt?
We got sounds dumb to me. You sound dumb to me. But yeah, so
That would
got
be.
a lot of shit
We
to
gotta,
do.
yeah, that Life is Strange. I really need to play the new Batman ones.
oh, that's right. Yeah.
There's a couple. I think there might be 2 more episodes now.
Damn, dog. Wait, you only did episode 1?
Yeah, I only did episode 1.
Yeah, I think episode 3's out.
So I got to catch up on that.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, that's the one that's pretty good. You know, at the end, in the beginning they kill the guy, and then at the end he turns evil and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Did you just ruin the story?
Nah, it's Star Wars. Episode 3. I was like, they kill the guy in the beginning, and then he turns evil. The other guy turns evil at the end.
Oh,
Star
but
Wars.
You just described like a million different things. Like,
Oh my gosh! What if I say, "Hey, you watch episode 3? What do you think I'm talking about?" Come on now, get out of here. Anyway,
I thought you were talking about Batman.
no, I don't know what the fuck is even going on in Batman.
That's what I thought you were
They're like,
talking
there's
about.
a multiplayer aspect. I'm like, how?
Because
Fucking how? I have no idea, dude. Yeah, I've seen barely any gameplay footage of that. Gameplay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, put that in quotes for sure. So I was watching. I was on my Facebook and I saw somebody making a post about the new Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah,
Right.
The live action.
The live
Scarlet
action.
Joe.
Scarlett Johansson, sure.
Scarjo, bro.
Scarjo.
Joe, bro.
And I noticed somebody was like, he made a post and he goes, "There's no way this movie's gonna be as good as the anime." And it kind of like irritated me, and I'm not even an anime fan, right? Yeah, I was like, frowny face. But it kind of irritated me. What's your guys' take on it? Because I'm not even an anime fan, but at the same time, like, I don't know why you have to put something down before it's out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looks like the direction they're taking with it is not the
ISIS
same
game.
as the general plot line for the content, the
So-
source material. I mean, that's not good. It's not good.
Oh, so you think it's not good?
I mean,
Do we even know if there's any deviation?
It doesn't look like it's at all. Like,
But is it wrong to deviate from the original?
I mean, it looks like Bato's in it, but I don't know. It doesn't.
There's one really important scene in the original anime, and I had to like sneak to watch that anime because my dad bought it, and he's like, "There's boobs in here. You can't watch this." I was like, "Oh, thanks."
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
My dad
there's
was
something
pretty
really awesome in this box. You better not open it.
Pretty
'cause
much.
It'll blow your mind.
Yeah. There's a scene where Kusanagi manages to get to. She's chasing down this guy, and she's invisible. And they're fighting in a puddle, or not? Is it puddle?
It's in the alley with like rainwater.
Yeah, and he can see her footsteps, so he's like trying to like shoot at her from there, and
Like
she's
an
still,
Uzi.
she still sneaks up on him, invisible, even though he can kind of see her. He, like loses track of her, and she like hits him with the illest fucking combo ever, and knocks his ass out. That scene is still in the movie. So yeah, that scene's in the movie.
Oh,
So-
okay.
So I'd like to
Sick.
think they're following a lot of that.
Maybe-
At
maybe
least the
it's just-
iconic scenes, because that's for something so silly that was really iconic. Just knocking the dude out. Know
Like,
how it
like maybe they're
happens.
taking just like another perspective on it or something.
You never know.
I don't know. The whole trailer I was watching, like
They did her
It's
spin,
deviation.
turn, fall thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw
Yeah.
that. I mean, I think they're taking the source material, but like many things in Hollywood, they go like, you know what? Us in this room, we could make this way better.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
We could take this up a notch, guys.
And they don't
we're
really-
smart.
Like people that don't make movies.
Yeah,
Are
we're-
like, we got some ideas on how to make a good movie.
Guys, we know. Like, so that was a great movie, but like,
Hear
I
me
feel
out.
like we could do way better, and here's how. Let's take all this shit and walk it all back and make it totally different.
Shawshank Redemption.
Fuck it.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
But have you read my fan fiction?
Yeah.
Ties in.
But what if it was in space?
What if Andy Dufresne?
Yeah.
Not actually Andy Dufresne, but was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
And he's trying to
Shawshank.
Mars.
And he
The
just
redemption.
fight Colin Farrell.
Yeah. It's like, okay, hold on.
That is a good point. Is people taking original good content and putting a spin on it that's like pure marketing.
That's probably one of the other anime I would suggest to you. Because it's
Ghost
just a
in the Shell?
movie. Yeah. I mean, there is the actual anime, and the anime I actually like.
Talking about Standalone Complex?
Yeah, Standalone Complex. Second gig, or whatever it is.
And second something.
Yeah,
Sack.
second impact, or whatever the fuck they call it.
Yeah, oh,
That
that's
stands for.
And the third season, Third Strike, yeah. But no,
fourth wall,
Fourth Wall,
fifth element. That's
Sixth Sense,
we stole that from somebody. Oh, we stole that too.
Seven Rings.
It's just sick now.
Oh man. Anyway, so Seven Samurai.
Yeah.
So, but
8 Mile.
it's good. 9 Lives.
But yeah, like so that one's good. Okay, that's good to know. I think Ghost in the Shell.
Ghost in the Shell, Cowboy Bebop.
Saw the movie.
For Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
Why did you watch the movie?
that's the only thing I've seen of it.
Why don't you just watch episode 1?
Yeah, do you just watch the actual?
I actually,
First episode's great.
I think that is one that I would like.
Yeah.
because it kind of fits my style.
It's.
I like the movie.
It's a heavy
Oh,
show.
really?
From what I remember of it, I really like
It's
it.
a heavy
What I
show.
remember, we just on all kinds of drugs.
Yeah,
Just,
I was on hardcore drugs when I watched it.
Hardcore drugs.
Oh.
Yeah. Just,
Is that what you do when you're on?
woo!
Yeah, when I'm on hardcore drugs, I go. Woo.
Yeah, I get that.
You can see it in his text. He just goes. "Rrr."
That's some hardcore drugs.
But I mean,
It's on codeine.
I think kind of the elephant in the room is a lot of people are like cultural appropriation in regards to the casting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
In that sense, I've said it to Spencer already. The only people complaining about it, for the most part, are people that aren't a part of that culture.
Yeah.
That go, why don't you give an Asian person a chance? And it's like, well, if there was someone who could act for it, I'm sure they would audition for it. Yeah, in America, yeah, Hollywood is pretty whitewashed.
Was she
in regards to
even
that.
Asian?
Who?
The
Makoto?
major.
Kusanagi.
Yeah.
That's pretty Asian to me.
But what
Makoto-
about
I mean, was her body even Asian?
Dr. White though?
So the thing about it is they kind of blend. They have what's his name? What's his name? He played in Outrage and Beyond Outrage.
Beyond Outrage, is that a Tumblr post?
No, it's about it's about
Twitter
the,
post.
it's essentially about the Yakuza. I
Twitter.
think it's about the Yakuza, but it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
The movies, but it's
Oh wait,
about,
I've heard of that. That's got he's got a really famous Japanese actor in it.
yeah, and he's done fucking everything.
Cuts his finger off.
He,
the movie?
he, I don't know if he cuts his finger.
Yeah.
A lot of cool stuff happens.
It's a good movie.
But he's in it as freaking what's the Major's boss's name?
Oh, I don't know.
But with the
Major
weird hair, the
Tom.
Heihachi hair.
Yeah.
He's in it, and then
Wait, so this is a live action?
yeah, it's live action.
Okay.
But they have him.
Who plays Bato?
I don't know, but
Guy
I think
looked
it's an
kinda
American
small.
person.
He looked kind of like a small.
Yeah,
dude.
and he's a bigger guy.
But Bato's supposed to be huge.
But the argument that I've heard for it was that as far as the tone, Scarlett Johansson has the best tone to handle that role in the sense of like being sort of like lifeless, which kind of sucks.
Now that I think about it, isn't that kind of that's kind of my complaint about Hollywood in general that I brought up a long time ago.
What?
Is that like Scarlett Johansson has the best tone for it? Like, does she, or is she the only actress they use for any of these roles?
Well, people say that, but probably don't have a grasp on the concept behind it because maybe there were other people that tried out for it. We don't.
But they
know.
wanted like a big name.
A big name could have done it, but at the same time, that person's a big name for a reason. They're not a big name just because they look pretty. Scarlett Johansson can't act.
I feel like there's probably better people, right? Would you think so?
She does kind of the same role in Avengers.
You could do that. You could do that argument for anything, though.
Yeah.
And then we'll be here till the fucking cows get home. And they're gone right now.
They're coming home soon, all right?
Right? Where's my fucking milk? But
What's up, Gaming Through the Decades?
when it comes to something like that,
Check out his channel, by the way.
a lot of it is just wait until it comes out.
Yeah.
See, make your decision from there.
Right. I think
A lot of people getting so upset about it. Let's see how she represents. Let's see how the movie does. The movie sucks, fine. Just fucking burn it into the ground. People are probably still upset about Batman v Superman, so they're like, "Oh, this sucks. This is gonna suck too."
I mean,
we'll see.
I'm excited that they're giving it some like major Hollywood clout. Like, look at the Rurouni Kenshin movie. It was just premiered in Japan. It was good, but like, no one knows about it.
That was a weird ass fucking movie.
It was.
It was like Super Smash Brothers with Rurouni Kenshin.
It was good. I liked it.
Gaming Through the Decades says Megan Fox can't act worth a shit, but keeps getting gigs. Well, yeah, but the movies that she's in aren't exactly
good. Like, everyone knows that Michael Bay hasn't really crapped out anything decent in the past couple of years. Like,
past couple of years?
Well, because Michael...
I guess if you say Transformers 1 was good.
Transformer 1 wasn't that bad. I actually
I
did
never
like
saw it.
It was like Megan Fox
I'm not gonna
porn. Like, there was that one
Dude.
scene where they just were like, let's zoom in on
I
this
think it
bitch's
was
body.
it was 2. They're in the desert, and she just gets up, but her fucking shit's all hanging low, and you're just like, oh, really? Or I was forced to go, and Matt knows I was upset about this, to see fucking
Triggered.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the sequel.
Oh, I heard that
In
movie
theaters?
bombed.
It fucking sucked so goddamn bad.
Really?
It was terrible. And
could
the
it?
thing is like the first scene that they show Megan Fox in, she's like, she's reporting, she's trying to follow Baxter Stockman around,
Yeah.
and the fucking dumbest thing is she's like, oh, better act like I'm hot or whatever so I can get him to look at me. She goes through a store and changes and like fucking
Yeah.
she takes off her shirt and then switches to this like typical schoolgirl like outfit and shit like that. I'm like, it's 10 minutes. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's 10 minutes in and you've already done this. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you're right. She does get roles, but purely off of her body. Because she cannot fucking act for shit. It's just about every movie she's in has her revealing some part of her body.
Maybe they like rejected the idea of a turtle gangbang 10 minutes in.
Look, fine. I've got another idea. I guess.
They're like, well, we'll just have her undressed, but like, check out this weird turtle dick
Yeah.
in her face.
Right? Are you sure?
Cowabunga! Eat my wiener!
Come a bunga!
Yeah. Come on my shell!
There's all 4 turtles in there.
Just
Yeah.
fucking ravaging her.
Eric says people always want to be the first to say, "I told you it would be stupid. I told you so." Yeah, I think that is the thing with that. Well, with any group,
Well, and
I think
the thing is
you want to be the expert.
imagine if it's good and they go, no, I just didn't connect it. Because you can say that too.
Yeah,
Fine, dude. Whatever.
it wasn't good enough for me.
Yeah. That shit just...
It's not what I
fucking-
wanted.
It's the dumbest shit that
Yeah.
Spencer says all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do I say?
I don't think you've said it lately.
What did I say?
What did you say?
What movie is I okay with that?
I'm confused. What am I saying?
I'm trying to think. There was some... It was a game or it was a movie?
But
But I just hated it. And I was just like,
You just
Why?
don't like anything, though.
really?
yeah, like, he's an optimist. You're kind of the asshole.
He's an optimist.
I don't know if I would say
Are we?
that.
Are we?
Are
talking
you
about
guys
the same-
seriously? It's part of the joke. I dug into it, and then you took it seriously, and now you took it seriously. Fuck it, we're done. Fuck it, show's over. God damn.
Spencer legitimately doesn't like anything, I feel like.
What are you talking
As far
about?
as movies go.
Oh well, that's not.
You didn't
No,
watch
that's kind of true.
There's a difference because I
You don't like the medium.
I don't bash it. I just don't. That's not a medium that interests me.
it. Okay,
I guess.
sure. Fuck you, man.
Fuck you, man.
It'd be like if somebody was like, Spencer, review this jazz CD. I wouldn't be like,
No, it would be like, hey Spencer, review this CD, and you said, I don't like CDs.
Throw it out the wall.
like,
That was
throw
my
it-
only copy.
Put up some guy and chop him in half.
Get your MP3 out of here.
I'm not a fan of MP3 format.
Nah.
I won't review it.
Where's your medicine?
What medicine?
You have any Dayquil? I'm gonna drink it.
Damn, dog.
I didn't stock up.
Yeah, sorry.
It might be in one of these. This drawer. Check the bottom one that's open.
There's a human head in there.
Oh, it's not that one. Check a different one. No, but it might be the one
There's a
above
human
it.
head in there.
Open his mouth.
Not
It might
that
be in
one.
there.
Then. I think it's the one above the other one.
This is Drano. Should I drink that?
Drink
Yeah,
up.
drink it.
Yeah.
Drink it up.
It'll drain out your insides for sure. You'll be shitting.
Gaming Through the
Forever.
Decade says I'm a stone cold hater.
Maybe.
Are you cold?
You know who's not is JD. JD is very positive.
I can't just hate a medium or a game if it hasn't come out. I can hate it once it's out. I still fucking hate Van Helsing.
Oh,
That
yeah.
dumbass fucking game.
I was surprised when you did that review because, yeah, usually you're a lot more like, well, here are the positives from it, and let's kind of not talk about the gameplay.
I can't believe I spent. I know, right? Like, let me lie to you. But no, I could not fucking stand that game. What? There was another game recently that I was gonna do that I fucking hated. I think I told you about it. I just couldn't bring myself to beat it.
You're right.
I can't think of it.
Well, that's the funny thing about reviewing games
Yeah.
is that if it's really bad, you almost don't want to keep playing it, and if you don't play enough of it, you can't really review it.
Right.
And it's really it makes it hard sometimes.
It's its own conundrum.
I'll tell you a game that I did that with is. Are you familiar with the Atelier RPG series?
Yeah.
Worst RPG series I think I've ever played. The new ones.
It's the fan service that gets
Right.
it.
Well, it's the ones about like alchemy or something.
Okay.
It mixes alchemy with an RPG, but not in like the Dragon Quest 8 way.
Oh, God forbid in that way.
Yeah, fuck that.
I don't even know what way that is.
It means it's more like a light, like you can build new weapons and go that way if you want. New armor. This
Star
was like,
Ocean.
It really?
Yeah.
Was that pretty bad? Anyway, we didn't do a review on that, did we?
For a reason.
And there you go. But I tried to play the Atelier series, and it was so bad that I quit. And I was so angry because I was like, I want to review this shitty game, but it'll be clear that I didn't play it.
Can't.
Yeah.
Just can't.
So it is hard. So a lot of the reviews end up being positive, but it's not. It's because
We're able to play through
right,
it.
we're able to finish the game.
Yeah. When it came to Van Helsing, the only good thing about Van Helsing was that loot. And I think I was playing it with Troy at the time. He got me like through most of the game, and then I was like, all right, we're going too slow. I gotta hurry up and beat this.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I fucking hate this goddamn game. Piece of shit. Fucking garbage ass game.
Were there any major games that we tore apart? Evolve, we weren't too friendly with.
We weren't
that
friendly
cost
with
$60
that.
when it first.
I wasn't friendly with Xenoverse, but that's because I didn't really play it all that much.
Oh, you know what game we tore apart was Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Oh, that was you guys, right?
It was
that
him
game.
and Rosie.
Didn't you
And
guys-
Rosie was a little more positive, but Sean had to play damage control with him. But yeah, we weren't very nice
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
how you
game.
got something. You edited out some of your.
No, I didn't edit out. I just had to play damage control with the comments.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
So that was fun. But yeah, a lot of times the reviews end up sounding more positive, like skewed more positive, but that's just because we could freaking finish the game.
Yeah, I mean, like what was the last review you did? Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I recommended that for $35 tops.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're not a fan of the anime, you're not really gonna like the game. And if you are a fan, you've already watched the first season, and they retell the first season, and they have a couple of other missions. It's fun to play, but as far as like getting a meaningful experience, you're not gonna get that. That's pretty much it. So we're not reviewing based off of scores. We're trying to be more. We're thinking about the gamer's wallet.
Yeah.
So if I save $35, it doesn't mean the game sucks, but at the same time, there's not much there.
Right. It just means $60 is pretty steep.
Yeah,
For what you get.
I mean,
And I think $60 in general is a steep price. Especially,
you better love the product. Yeah,
especially considering how fast things go on sale.
exactly. Especially right now.
Oh god, right now, why would you buy a game, unless you're going to review it, why would you buy a game new right now?
Yeah, I gotta get Final
Well, yeah.
I'd wait until Cyber Monday, but I gotta get it.
I wonder if you could pre-order it for like a deal. If they'll do any like pre-order.
Maybe. Who knows?
You think they would, because that game's such a big deal.
Yeah.
They missed the boat in not releasing it already. But I guess, they had to, for whatever reason they had. Keith Farmer says, so do you hate the Assassin's Creed movie already?
No, I'm actually really hopeful for it.
A little bit.
So I watched the.
I was turned off by the trailer.
Yeah.
But
hold on, which trailer? The Kanye West one?
yeah.
They've released another trailer that's way fucking better.
Okay. Maybe it'd be good.
There's. And oh my god.
I like the actor.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender's great.
Yeah.
Him, Matilda.
I heard he has a really,
Marion,
really large penis.
Everyone says that.
I've seen
Marion,
it.
whatever.
Troll gross. It's too big.
Marion, whatever, Colliard, whatever. She's a great actress.
What was she in?
So she's in Spy,
movies
I
that I'm
think,
probably
that's getting ready
seen.
to come out, which I'm going to go see.
Spy?
Yeah, it's about a World War II
Spy?
officer who finds out that his wife might be a spy,
Oh, that's kind of...
and she might be a Nazi spy, and he has to keep up with, like, it's Brad Pitt and her, and he has to kind of keep up appearances with her, but he's, like, having a hard time acting on it because he doesn't know if she's a spy or not. She was in Inception. She was in Love Me If You Dare. That was the first time I ever saw her. That was actually a pretty interesting movie. But yeah, she was Cobb's wife in Inception. You remember?
Cobb's wife. No. It's been too long.
Yeah.
And I kind of didn't
She
love
was
that movie.
Ra's al Ghul's daughter in The Last Dark Knight.
Talia al
Talia,
Ghul.
yeah.
Oh, she is
That was her.
hot.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
pretty hot.
she's pretty good looking.
She's a French actress initially, and then she kind of moved off. But no, she's a great actress. She's attached to it. And there's
She
another
should,
person
she
that's
should
attached
play
to it.
the Ghost in the Shell girl.
Here's the thing about saying like there's good people attached to it.
Yeah.
There've been good people attached to lots of games. I mean, and it's specifically video game movies. Look at Prince of Persia. Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, yeah.
And
I didn't
Sir
think
Ben
that
Kingsley.
I didn't think that was a terrible movie.
Oh.
That was better than Annihilation, better than Doom.
Wow.
Who had the Rock attached.
Dude,
to
I
it.
liked Doom.
Had
I was
the,
into that movie.
It had the Rock and it had I forget the
That
other-
one dude. Yeah. I
Yeah.
forget what his name is.
And then there was something else that came out. Blood Rain. We don't talk about that.
No. Another Sir Ben
What's
Kingsley.
that? Uwe Boll, right? Uwe
Yeah,
Boll?
Uwe Boll,
How do
yeah.
you... Uwe?
I think it's Uwe.
Uwe?
I'm pretty sure Ben Kingsley was in that too, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Hey,
maybe.
that's the British actor thing, right?
Yeah.
Don't British actors just take work wherever they can get it? Because like I heard that like all these like really pronounced like good actors will just be in anything, just like everything.
Maybe. You never
Which
know.
doesn't. I mean, I don't care. I don't usually look at a guy and was like, he was in a bad movie, so I don't like him. I usually don't like you.
I might.
Really? I don't look at it that way.
Dude, I'm not gonna go. Megan Fox is in a leading role. Better watch. I understand the story. It
She
makes a lot
wasn't
of
good
sense.
in any of these movies.
She wasn't good in any movie.
I guess-
Oh my god.
Yeah. So.
It got a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Blood Rain?
Blood Rain.
Yeah, dude. Blood Rain's
Well, it's one of the
awful.
worst movies.
Blood
right?
Rain's awful. What's that other one? That created the sort of a horror genre.
Alone in the Dark?
Alone in the Dark.
Yeah.
Uwe Boll.
By the way,
Fucking blows.
Ben Kingsley is in Blood Rain.
I swear. They'll take any role. They'll take any role. And
See
it's
if he's
great.
in Alone in the Dark. The Alone in the Dark movie. Because
Um,
if it is, oh my god.
Remember we used to argue with Grant Johnson? You took my side on the Mario movie, right?
Oh, it sucks.
No, I like Mario.
You like the Mario movie?
Don't fuck with the Mario movie.
I think that might be the worst.
It's a terrible movie, but I like it anyway.
Yeah.
Just 'cause it's
It's like
bad.
The Room. It's like, yeah, we'll watch it.
I
You
don't
know,
know.
you know what? It kind of reminds me of Turkish Star Wars and Turkish Spider-Man.
Yeah, Turkish-
Where it's like,
Turkish Spider-Man.
have you seen that?
I've seen Turkish.
Where it's
Spider-Man.
like so bad, but it's like, what? Who is interpreting this movie?
You know they got love for it.
Yeah, like clearly there's passion,
Yeah.
but what very strange like acid trip did you take when you wanted to make this movie?
That's probably a movie where they thought every first take was good.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? They didn't go back for editing.
You know what? That
They
was
didn't have the
gold.
budget. Yeah, that was
Like-
gold. Good job.
I totally missed my lines. Like it's okay because whatever you did was really good. And that was Mario.
We have a voiceover being
Oh.
worked on right now. What's up?
It was Christian Slater.
Yeah, Christian Slater. Yeah, which I thought he was just going down the drain, and then he shows up in Mr. Robot, and then he's great in it.
Dude,
So
Christian Slater is a good actor. Like,
he
He's got a
had
weird voice.
True
He
Romance?
does. Yeah.
That movie was dope.
He was in Archer. He's in like reoccurring in Archer.
Yeah.
He's good. It's
Good.
just
I like the movie Heathers,
Heathers is good.
but I think he's just weird. I guess that was what he was supposed to be, but I feel like he's that way in every movie.
maybe.
He's got a weird like voice and maybe
This is
stands
not a
out.
movie podcast.
Sure,
We're getting too far off. But video
And
game
Christian Slater's
movies.
in a video game.
Video game movies, though, in general, tend to suck.
But I don't think there's been a good one, has there?
Mortal Kombat is arguable.
No.
The first Mortal Kombat?
No.
You kidding me? The first time Reptile shows up, he front flip drop kicks Liu Kang, and then his fucking music kicks in, and you know that's a fucking hidden ass character.
In no way
They
what you
didn't have to
described was
see
good.
him. They didn't have to see him. And then he comes out, and all you hear is Reptile in the voice, and then he just front flip kicks him.
Wait, he said his own name?
No, so the announcer, the actual voice announcer, for the game goes reptile, and then everyone got hyped, dude. I was in theaters when I saw that. I was fucking hyped as however old I was. I was like, oh yeah, like that shit was fucking.
Really
I had
12,
it.
that's why.
I had it on, no, I was like 8 or something, but I had that shit on
It was like
Laserdisc.
yesterday.
Man. I had that shit on Laserdisc. That shit was hype as fuck.
Reptile! Oh
Yeah.
my god!
No, it's not reptile. It's reptile. And then he's like, he transforms because he was a statue. He's blending in as a statue. And then he comes out and they front flip kicks you. And then it's a bunch of fighting. Damn, that shit was fucking baller.
No.
The scorpion fight was baller too. That shit was fucking. They're fighting in the woods and he's like, get over and chasing his. That doesn't happen in the game, but chases him around with the hook. That shit was hype.
He just like follows him around. Like, I'm
But
gonna hook you.
someone said animated movies usually tend to do better.
Yeah, I
The Street
think so.
Fighter 2 anime movie is probably like it's one of my favorites. It's fucking awesome.
It's the one with the Raptors.
No, that's Tekken.
Oh, that's
And that
Tekken, right.
sucked. They like
I
he
forgot.
literally like takes a Raptors. It's Kazuya, who's you don't know.
Well, Eric makes a good point here, real quick. He just says MK is fun to watch, but I wouldn't say it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Right. I think we can agree that.
I
right?
think if we're
absolutely.
comparing it to all the video game movies, it's the best.
it's a good movie.
Wait,
It's
what's
the best.
another good video game movie? There's another
Non-existent?
one. There's another. I know there's a good. video game
Was
movie
Tomb
out
Raider
there.
at least decent? Or-
No.
No,
Tomb Raider was
people
bad?
will
I
say
never saw
some
them.
people might say Resident Evil, but I thought Resident Evil was stupid because
No.
they're like, we're just gonna get a different character and then we're just gonna say, hey, fuck it, fuck everything you have dreamed about, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
Oh wow,
the
that's
rest
violent.
of the way.
Resident Evil like had a slam dunk on their hands and they fucked it up so badly.
Right, like it was basically a horror movie, like the first Resident Evil.
And then the second one they went campy, then
But
they
it's
just
still
went campy,
horror.
campy,
Like
then campy.
if you just made a movie like that, I mean, they got
So
it.
easy.
the concept was nice.
They turned it into, like,
House
an
of the
action
Dead was
movie.
another shitty one. Shitty.
But no good ones.
There's no good. That's what I'm saying. Out of all of them, Mortal Kombat, yes,
There's got to be a good.
it was
one.
the closest tied to like they knew what they were doing.
What about
Street Fighter fucking blew. We
what
don't
about
talk
what about Gamer?
fuck
No.
that.
That was based off a game, right?
Fuck
Video
that.
video games in general. Gamer.
We're done. We're done with that.
Gamer.
Let's see. What
I don't
other?
think there is any other one. And then the one that we labeled as quote unquote good is not even really good. Like the
You guys obviously understand the voice of this version. It's pretty fucking
I
awesome.
feel like it's not going to win an Oscar. Oh, Warcraft. Yeah, what about the Warcraft movie? Would you?
He said it himself.
He
that
said it was
sucked.
average.
No, it fucking blows.
What does it?
It made its revenue from fucking China. It made its movie revenue.
Didn't they make their own version too? Like they had their own
Oh, maybe.
Warcraft movie. I think they did.
Spirits Within, blue.
Oh yeah, Spirits Within was.
Uh,
what about the other Final Fantasy?
Which one?
The one that just came out. 15.
Advent Children?
No, the other
Oh,
one.
that
Kingsglaive.
Kingsglaive. I didn't see it, but it's animated.
Oh yeah, we're talking
going
live
live
action.
action.
You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah.
Well,
Wow.
technically-
Kingsglaive was probably fine. You know, like it's just telling a story, and that's good in what it's doing. But is it like? Sometimes you're looking at something that goes past that and goes into just like being a good movie in general, like
Mm-hmm.
what we're trying to accomplish here, which is looking at the choices. None of these. Double Dragon fucking sucks.
Double Dragon. I didn't know they made a movie.
Dude, it was fucking terrible. I remember the last fight scene they fought in a fucking like a fun house. I was like, this is really, oh my god.
Gaming Through the Decade says Dawn of the Dead was essentially Dead Rising. No, Dead Rising was essentially Dawn of the Dead.
DOA sucks. Silent Hill wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
But-
DOA, didn't they use that chick from My Name Is Earl as Tina?
Yeah. In
There's
the Name
no
of the
chance.
King, a Dungeon Siege Tale, that fucking movie sucked.
It's one of the worst movies ever created.
Guess
Was
who?
that
Guess
Uwe
who
Boll?
was attached to it? Oh, who knows?
Jason fucking Statham.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham? That guy's kind of cool.
Why am I in this movie?
I like Jason Statham.
Who-
As far as action characters.
directed by Uwe Boll.
It had to have been, right? He did-
Max Payne was not terrible.
It wasn't bad.
The
That was with Mark
symbolism-
Wahlberg.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg and Mila Kunis. And
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
yeah, not usually. But the thing, the best part about it though was the fact that they had so much imagery and like symbolism for how people died that it was actually pretty cool. They took it in a different direction, but it wasn't terrible. I actually like that movie, to be honest. Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. No, fucking no.
Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, was that recent?
That was 2009.
Is that not? That's not the one with. No, it couldn't be. The one with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
No,
No.
that one.
That
was
one's
like
way older.
95 or 4 or something.
That's the one that they made the movie,
I'm
the
going
game
to
out
kick
of.
Bison's ass.
That's
You're
so hard.
American? Yeah, so hard.
And we used to say
Taking my
quotes.
old Abriever.
Resident Evil.
Reaver.
Resident Evil.
I say that in Legal Edges all the time.
Abriever?
We gotta go up Reaver.
Prince of Persia, all things considered, wasn't terrible. It could have been much better, but for what it was, at least they did their best.
Gaming Through the Decades has a good point.
Right.
The Silent Hill movies, aren't they considered decent?
The first one is. The second one has an amazing scene, but the rest of the fucking movie sucks. So the nurses are attracted to sound, and she ends up in a room where she's surrounded by nurses with knives, and she has to move past them. And it is suspense. It's amazing. Like, the whole thing is like suspense, everything like that. When she moves a little bit, she's like brushing past them, and they go shh. And they try and kill each other and stuff like that. It's great. Outside of that, no.
Dude, this list of video game movies is really sad.
A Hitman, Agent 47, blue. I think Eric said Ratchet and Clank, even though it's animated, blue.
Yeah, I heard that one wasn't very good.
There's another Tomb Raider coming out. Untitled Sonic the Hedgehog film. Minecraft the movie.
Is Sonic just trying to get chili dogs? or whatever it is?
Dogs.
There's a Five Nights movie coming out.
Oh man, I saw.
That has the potential to be good.
Did you-
If they do it properly.
Did you ever see? Oh, at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's. Well, they're gonna make so much money off that, and the Angry
In
Birds
general,
movie,
yeah.
I'm sure
They
they
will.
made a lot.
They're gonna make
But,
a ton of fucking money.
Did any of you guys see the Sonic TV show?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the cartoon.
That was
It was insane.
it was horrible, right?
You didn't have a child, did
Am I wrong to say that was horrible?
Dude,
I feel like
a lot of freaking Saturday morning cartoons fucking blue. The fucking Super Mario Brothers cartoon blue.
yeah, that was terrible too.
They all sucked.
You know, it was a good one though. Jumanji. You guys remember the Jumanji cartoon?
No, there was
Yeah,
a
I
That was
remember
good.
it,
That was
yeah.
good.
Oh.
I remember the theme song too. Jumanji, Jumanji, or something like that.
You know what always seemed to have a good show was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I always kind of
It's
liked
okay.
those.
It's alright.
I liked them.
Average.
I mean,
Shit, if anything.
kind of the basic bitch.
Fucking garbage.
Oh, basically.
Garbage.
How about
Should've been
Men in
watching
Black?
anime.
How about the Men in Black show?
Was that good?
Oh, dude,
That was
dope.
surprisingly grotesque.
It was dope.
Like-
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I saw a couple episodes of it. I think growing up.
They kind of made like Kay a little younger in that.
Oh yeah, because Tommy Lee Jones isn't exactly
Less-
kid friendly.
Less gross Tommy Lee Jones.
So,
Have you seen him lately?
No.
Oh,
he's just old.
he's.
He's
I
finding
mean,
new ways to age.
yeah, he's old, so
He's
got
older than time.
Maybe he's gonna go through the other direction, like start going backwards.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Curious
'Cause I
case.
love Tom
Get a
Lee
curious
Jones.
case on him.
Yeah.
So as far as movies, like Japanese movies coming out soon, all right. So Kingsglaive already dropped. Corpse Party. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I've heard of that.
That's fucking violent, but
I didn't know Steve Urkel did the voice of Sonic.
yeah.
He did.
Resident Evil Vendetta.
I like that he doesn't even have a name.
that's-
It's Steve Urkel.
That's the CG version. The Resident Evil movies, they're actually pretty good. They're not that bad. This one's Chris Redfield, Leon, and Rebecca Chambers, who's been gone since the first one and 0. No one knows what the fuck happened to her. But yeah, that would be cool. And outside of that, there's...
Resident Evil. That game series is such an interesting one for like historical perspective.
It might see a rise again. That would be weird if it came out and it was like amazing.
7.
Yeah, so it literally dipped and then comes back up again, and they follow. a new
Well,
trend.
it kind of dipped twice, didn't it?
I mean,
Oh, well, I guess it was still pretty popular even through 3 and Code
3 was
Veronica.
great. What are you talking about? Yeah, Code Veronica was great.
I guess, but I don't think 4 was a dip. 4 was like a big.
4 was a peak.
You think 4 was a
5
peak?
was the dip.
5 was a dip, and then
5 was a slight dip. 5 is still good.
Yeah.
It's just it wasn't as good as 4. And then 6, no one really likes.
6 is like established as
6,
bad.
the best thing
I
about
loved 5.
Yeah, I think a lot of
when
people
it first
like
came
5.
out, but people were like, "Oh, it's not 4." It's like, who
It's
fucking
way better than
cares?
4.
I
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Maybe mechanically it's better. Like no, like tightening the screws a little bit, right? A little
think
tighter.
The story for 5 was
And they had the
fucking
co-op.
bullshit.
The co-op
Wesker's
fun.
technically not even dead, which is another dumb thing.
Well, I think they're getting too crazy with this. That's the thing. I think Japanese games do this a lot. I think this isn't racist, but I think
it just keeps expanding too
It ups
quickly.
the ante.
right. They take it and they like this is a good concept. So Final Fantasy VII, for instance, good concept. But like, if you just take the basic plot of it, like Cloud, where did he come from? Like, what was his past like? Okay, and then they just like expand it so much and add like all these really weird abstract things to it that I think they make things too complicated.
They did that with Onimusha. First Onimusha was just literally sort of horror-esque.
Mhm.
It's about Resident Evil with samurais. And then the second one, you're like, all right, cool. Getting a little crazy, I can turn into an Oni. Well, by the end of the first one, you turn into the Onimusha.
Yeah.
But in the second one, you turn into Onimusha. By the third one, the opening cinematic has you fighting fighting these dudes all realistically. And it's a cool animation, not at all indicative of what actually happens in the game.
Yeah.
So by the time you're actually in the game and you're playing around and you're playing as Jean Reno and right? That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Jean Reno or
Yeah, and you're playing as those two guys. It's not nearly as fast, not nearly as hyper, or whatever the case is. But they're like, we gotta keep going. And then by Dawn of Souls, they're like, yeah, dude, you play as a fucking Americanized samurai. He's just a fucking demon now. And you're like, wasn't this just about a samurai that's going through a haunted fortress? What
I think the
fuck?
only one that kind of gets away with it, because they've been like that the whole time, is Metal Gear Solid. Like,
Oh, yeah.
they can kind of just be crazy.
Well,
as
then
hell.
we look at Metal Gear Solid 2 on the GameCube, and then if you're riding a
Metal Gear Solid
missile,
2?
Metal Gear Solid, yeah, Metal Gear Solid.
No, that's Metal Gear Solid Solid, the Twin Snakes.
yeah, Twin
That's
Snakes.
not 2, though.
Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah, it's not. But if you're looking at that one, the minute you
I
start
don't
riding
care.
on a Nikita,
I don't care.
I get a little bit.
I don't give a
concerned.
shit. I don't care.
Yeah, it was a thing.
Leopold Butters asked, what do you guys think about Tomb Raider ripoff of Indiana Jones? He wrote Indian Jones.
Yeah, I mean, it is a rip-off Indiana Jones.
But it was
guy's
more
an asshole, man.
pleasing to the eyes.
I
I guess.
no,
Indiana Jones was
But
better.
I think I'd rather watch Indiana Jones.
Indiana
though.
Jones is better.
I'd rather, yeah.
It's because Angelina Jolie's in
Tomb
there.
Raider in the game sense was great, but in the movie sense, fucking awful.
Yeah.
It was shit. And the thing is, like, people are going. It's really bad when you have someone copy your theme essentially and make it better with Uncharted.
Well, Lara Croft is really an uninteresting character.
Yeah.
Like, what is interesting about her besides, obviously, when she first showed up and there were not so many pixels?
She was iconic.
Yeah.
For being like a leading, you know.
And
leading
ironically,
female.
she did not push that forward at all.
No, I think Chun-Li did that better. To be
Yeah.
honest, like Chun-Li, the strongest woman in the world, like legit, people are still afraid to fucking fight her in like the games. It's a big deal.
It's got those thighs.
Those thighs are ridiculous.
Beautiful.
But she's always maintained being a good character. First of all, she's always been a really. She has a bit of a story to her, but she's been a really cool character in the sense of like her design and all that stuff. They don't really have to do much with her. She's still neat.
Yeah. Even the Lara Croft in the new games, like,
She's
as
just-
much as I enjoy them, she is a really uninteresting character.
She gets beat up all the time. And then they're like, plot. And I'm like,
Yeah.
don't you care about her? No.
She's
Stop fucking stumbling and falling down into spikes, bitch. Like, come on.
and she has no sense of humor. She's just kind of dry.
That game could have used some levity.
Yeah, it could have used. The story wise, that game was really bad.
Yeah.
But gameplay wise, it was fun, and graphics wise, it was fun.
And you got to get on that Uncharted 2, man.
I
I'll make a
do.
believer out of you.
I need to play Uncharted 2, and I have it.
Yeah.
I have that and 3. I need to go hurry up and play those, and then play Uncharted 4, the game you're gonna let me borrow.
Yeah, I will let you borrow it. But you're like the game you're going to let me borrow.
Yeah. Dick.
You never asked!
Yes, I did.
Wait.
I did ask. And you
Oh,
said
no, yeah, I told you no because you have to play 2 first. You ain't no skipping steps here, okay?
I
You
like-
didn't even beat the first design. I was upset. Gotta beat the first one.
No, I don't follow things like that.
Oh, you mean sequentially?
Yeah, I don't.
Fuck that. 1, 8, 6, 9.
When I read Harry Potter, I went 3, 1, 2, and then the other ones started coming out. Yeah, I
Are
started.
you gonna
at
go
3.
see Fantastic Beasts?
No.
I want to see that shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see that.
I guess if we can see it as a group, maybe I'll go. If there's like a big.
From what I
To
heard,
do.
it's fucking excellent.
Really?
Yeah.
JD and I are gonna sit next to you on both sides and just look at you the whole movie,
Yeah.
stare at you.
That's
should watch the
That's a
movie.
movie in itself.
Yep.
Me
what's
just
his name?
reacting to the movie.
Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah.
Is the guy. So he does a great job.
He's good. He's a good
Yeah.
actor.
Only thing that was
Farrell in there too.
Gaming Through the
Oh, yeah,
Decade
sure,
says
yeah.
only thing that was ever interesting about the Tomb Raider games, especially in the PS1 era, was the mythical nude cheats that you spent hours as a 12-year-old boy trying to figure out.
Yep.
When's the first time you guys saw tits in video games?
Duke Nukem 3D. Sega Saturn.
I think it actually was God of War.
No shit.
Because I didn't play, like, I played a lot of Super Nintendo. I didn't have a PS1.
I
So I didn't have to.
Technically, no, I played Sega Saturn first. Never mind.
I saw him in Unreal Tournament.
I remember you told me this story.
This is also the first time I saw tits ever, and I was excited by it.
Sexually?
Sexually.
There was that.
That's the end of the story.
There was Diablo 2. I feel like there's a sequel. But, there was,
Diablo 2 had nudes?
Endariel was the first major.
Was she like a
villain you fought.
statue?
No, she was like a spider girl. So she was, but she walked on her legs. She just had these like pincers behind her. She had 4 of them, or these like claws, and she was just straight up naked. I was too busy. The first time I fought her, I didn't even pay attention. I was too busy trying to stay fucking alive because she does this attack that shoots a spray of poison right in front of you. We wiped so many times before we killed her, and then now
When you say we, you used to play with your dad, right?
me, my dad, my brother, and Troy used to play.
That'd be fun to play.
That was, dude, LAN parties back in the day, that shit was fucking hype. It was the cool shit.
Sounds
Especially when the expansion came out.
Hype.
The expansion for Diablo 2. And then we're like, oh, we gotta kill Baal now? And then we're like, oh, all this shit's new. Discover it. That's probably one of the, like, purest moments of gaming for me. Was going through and being like, oh man, this is fucking awesome. You know? Storming up this place, gonna fight these guys with my homies and my dad. And then he left me.
Such a sad story.
I do that shit all the time.
I know,
He
you don't
drives
do
him
it.
at the wall.
Yeah, he'll tell me this big story. Like, too bad I don't have a dad.
Like, my dad's not black, so why did he leave me?
Yeah, it puts me in a weird
But
spot.
yeah. So,
They're
but
there.
no, that was
They're
like
there.
really cool. But I mean, I think honestly, now I think about it, anytime I had my parents play a game, it was fucking cool. My mom loved watching DMC4. She thought it was the coolest shit ever.
Oh, because she likes like samurai movies, doesn't she?
DMC.
Right, but I mean, she appreciates the.
She appreciates all kinds of shit
Oh,
when it
okay.
comes to like. She loved Mortal Kombat. She performed fatalities on me, dude. Like,
Really?
she thought Scorpion was the coolest guy ever. You can't blame her. Scorpion's
My
pretty
mom took away GTA.
cool.
Yeah,
She's like, you're not playing this.
She saw me playing GTA 3 when it first was like 3-dimensional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a legendary game.
She was like, "You can't.
You can't even.
You're gonna turn out to be a fucking psychopath."
I couldn't play DOA Extreme Beach Volleyball. Matt brought it over,
Dude,
and I was like, "Hey, we should probably try this out." My mom's getting ready to come in the living room.
fuck
Sure
yeah.
as shit, came
I
over
own
here.
that.
How embarrassing is this?
It was pretty bad.
I was me and my brother. I can't remember. I think one of our friends let us borrow it or have it. It was a ICP CD, The Great Malenko,
I'm sorry.
and then they let us borrow it.
I'm sorry.
And we were listening to it in our room. We had our room and we just had a big stereo.
Yeah,
We
just
just put it in
blaring
and
it.
we're just like sitting there listening to it. And it's just, our parents came in one time and they're like, "What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, it's a rap CD." And they're like, "You can't listen to this." Yeah,
They broke it?
yeah,
Damn, dog.
What? Really?
yeah.
That's some serious shit. The only time I've ever broken a disc is when I accidentally rolled over it. My parents would never do it. I don't think they've ever done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
No listening to ICP for me. So that's why I'm not a juggalo now.
it's,
I would have been a juggalo.
your parents did the right
You
thing.
still did one. I know it.
Thank
I
you.
can sense it.
Didn't one of them shoot somebody and he's in jail now?
Is that true?
I think so.
That clown posse is so crazy.
Yeah, dude,
They're just so insane.
And they're a posse too. They're not a group. They're not a club. They're a posse.
Yeah. All right.
They're a posse that gets pussy.
Is a posse like a racist group?
No, a
Group of
posse's
people
like
that gets real racist.
oh,
It's a possum.
We get a posse. Like if you're making a posse, you should probably look at the people in your posse.
I think you kind of have to read the signs. If they go, "Hey, here's my posse," they're probably okay. But if they go, "Come here, boy, this is my posse,"
Yeah.
I'll run before you are lynched.
Yeah, that word "boy" is,
It says boy.
Just
inside
so
the posse.
negative. Yeah.
it's got a connotation to it, especially when I'm yelling at Rosie.
Yeah. 1864 apparently.
Yeah.
When you're pointing at Rosie and
Yeah.
saying boy.
Yeah.
Boy.
Boa.
Boy.
Anyway, Jake,
Fucking,
let's go find your dad.
probably my dad left. Yeah. He didn't like that. Kept being called boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Spencer.
I'm Sean.
My dad's not here.
Where are you, Dad?
Where is JD?
I think he would have liked Overwatch. If only he did leave me.
If only
He would have been a good Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Hashtag find JD's dad.
Yeah.
Well, I know where he's at. I'll talk about that off.
And this is the Edge.
Thanks
Podcast number 69.
No, this was 69.
This
Yeah,
is
we're gonna
69.
What a
take it.
disappointment.
What are you talking about? I feel disappointed.
What a disappointment. Anyway,
Thanks for watching.
thanks for watching.
I'm just gonna stare until it goes.